This is a really quick 10-minute session. Day 7. Sit cross legs. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya chavayajahena yopakartam pravaram muninam Patanjalim pranjaliranatosmi abahu purushakaram Shankha Chakra Siddharanam Sahasra Shirasam Shvetam Pranamami Patanjalim Hari Om. Bow your head. Open the eyes. Release the hands. Raise the face. So there's a saying that if you think you've only got 10 minutes, maybe you should take an hour. Or something along those lines, but that's my take on it right now. When you feel like everything's in a rush, it's actually super important to slow things down a little. So I find that the invocation brings you immediately into that state of union. It also is such a well-meaning, well-thought sentiment, prayer, invocation, getting you ready for your practice. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, read the bit of bio I've put underneath this little video. Okay, so now change across of your legs. You might notice I have no props with me. That's because sometimes you just need to bring yourself into a state of connectedness, oneness, wholeness. So just the 3 Oms can do that, and then sit quietly. Interlace the fingers, push the palms away, stretch up. Bring an evenness to the trunk, both sides of the body, front and back of the body, balancing between effort and ease, and then release. Change the interlace, push the palms away, draw the shoulders back, and raise the arms up one more time. Squeeze the elbows in, relax the eyes, and release the tongue. Lower the arms, stretch the legs forwards. Now I don't know about you, and I'm probably going to zoom out of shot now, but for me, a dog head down and a tree pose work a treat. Tree pose is an instant. So let's come into our dog head down, stretch back, work the legs, look forwards, step forwards. Have the feet apart, bend the knees to stand up. Or stand back a little. Legs together. Okay? Tree pose. Pick up your right leg. Bring the foot to the thigh. Instant as I wobble over. Find your centre of balance. Raise the arms up, stretch up. Look forwards. Extend the arms, keep the foot pressing against the thigh. Lower the arms down. Release the leg. Stand tall, grip the hips. Raise the left leg up. Stand tall. Swing the arms up. Stretch up. Lift and lengthen. Legs strong. Slowing the breath down a little. Focusing on the exhalation. Lower the arms. Bring the legs together. Grip the legs. Take the feet apart. Come down onto your knees. Walk the hands forwards. Lift up through the hips. Stretch up again. Nice connectedness there. Legs strong. Come down onto the knees. Sit either on your heels or else separate the feet. Squeeze the legs together, squeeze the hips together. Now either come to cross legs or sit down between the feet. So my legs happily do Virasana. You can always grab a towel or something to sit on if you need to. Sit tall. Raise your raise your left arm up. Take your right hand behind you. Turn to the right. Lift the chest. Look over your right shoulder. Turn the head, come back to center. Release the hands. Sit tall. Raise your right arm up. Left hand behind. Turn to your left. Widen the collarbones. Lift the chest. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Sit tall. Okay? Now you're going to whip your legs around to the left. Now you might find, because if you have a blanket you can sit your bottom up on it, but when Gita taught this several years ago now at the Institute, we did it on the floor and she said keep the spine long. So just turn gently to your left, making sure there's no catching in the lower back, and then look over your right shoulder. And she had us turn, but the direction of the hip was down towards the floor. She said sometimes we don't have the equipment. The Institute was very full that day. And then come back to center. So you have to be mindful of the knees, you have to be mindful of the back. Stretch the legs forwards. And second side, so take the legs now around to the left and returning, to the right and returning to the left. And I feel a little bit like a mermaid here, like a mermaid's tail, the lower legs. Breathe up into the chest, look over your left shoulder. Spine long, relax the eyes, release the tongue. Turn the head, come back to centre. Back to your dog head down. Stretch back. Lift the hips. Relax the eyes, release the tongue. Good stretch. Bend the knees, big toes together. Lengthen back, rest down. Raise the head, walk the hands back, finish with one Om. Bow the head. Release the hands. Open the arms. And what you'll find is if you decided you only had 10 minutes, oh, that was a little bit more than 10 minutes, actually you'd like a bit more now. So, shall I continue? Yes. You can stop there. You can go off and do whatever you want. Otherwise, I'm back to dog head down.